Do you know what is the best life model? Do you know what kind of state a person can adjust and maintain to be the happiest, most carefree, most successful, and most likely to be rich? If you still can't find the right state, you must watch this video. I will fully and thoroughly share with you the best state of life that practitioners of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism have been pursuing for thousands of years. You can easily judge what shortcomings you need to make up for, and you can also clearly know the real reasons why people live anxious, painful, lacking, and mediocre lives. I believe that few people on the entire internet can explain this issue clearly. Most teachers explain a certain segment in a very fragmented manner. Many practitioners fail to understand the essentials of Taoism due to fragmented information, and even practice crooked ways. This video is a bit long, but it is prepared for those who are destined to do it. Only when fate comes, can you understand how important what I am talking about is to your life, and then you can suddenly wake up, suddenly realize, and understand what it means to live a sober life in the world. You must have heard a saying that your state is your greatest feng shui, which means that your usual state determines the quality of your destiny. What kind of life state you have, you will have what kind of life. This statement is not an exaggeration at all. Throughout the ages, the achievements and wealth achieved by people were all produced in the best state of life. Recall that your good grades in the college examinations and the first pot of gold you earned in life were all achieved in the best life state. If your body is sick and uncomfortable, or your mood is very low, it will be difficult to have the energy to achieve it. Because your state is very poor and your life energy is very weak, right? That's why a person's state is as important as gold, and you can't overemphasize how much you value your state. Cultivating a good state of life is a homework you must do throughout your life. So I would like to ask, have you ever seriously thought about these questions? What is a good state? What is a bad state? How do good and bad life states arise? Is there a set of practice methods and paths that can effectively adjust to the best life state? These questions are super important to you. Once you have figured it out and understood it thoroughly, your life will soon take off and impress the world. Next, I will use abductive thinking to break down these fatal issues and share them with you. Do you remember? You must have experienced moments when you were in a good state, and you must have experienced moments when you were in a bad state. If you say you are in a good state, I am sure you will have some of the following experiences. You will feel smooth, calm, healthy, light, strong, joyful, motivated, passionate, focused, efficient, and creative. You are full of hope for the future, with a strong sense of direction and purpose, and you are very tolerant, generous, and compassionate to others, right? If you say you are not in a good state, I am sure you will have one of the following experiences. You will feel congested, physically ill, heavy, powerless, and have a lot of low and paranoid emotions such as low self-esteem, anxiety, fear, anger, frustration, lack of motivation to do things, inability to focus, poor efficiency, pessimism about the future, confusion, indifference to others, miserliness, and defensiveness. Is that right? If you observe carefully, you will find that when you are in a bad state, there are two reasons. Either there is something wrong physically or mentally. In other words, the quality of a person's state depends on the quality of his physical and mental state. The state of a person is equal to the state of the body plus the state of the mind. For example, if you catch a cold and have a high fever, your state will definitely not be good and you will no longer be able to work. If you are depressed and in pain after a breakup, your state will definitely not be good, and you will not even be able to eat well, right? That being the case, let's push back further. As long as we find the causes of physical and mental problems and then solve them, then we can find the best life state, right? Friends, please note that what I share below is very important. May I ask what determines the quality of your physical state? The answer is determined by the stable balance and abundance of energy and blood in the body. So how is the energy and blood in your body affected? The answer is affected by the degree of disturbance and loss of nature, seasons, climate, environment, food, emotions, and bad habits. You must remember the following: man is a natural product of the universe, and the influence of nature on the human body is comprehensive and crushing. You are as insignificant as a speck of dust in front of the environment. Don't be arrogant, be respectful. Small changes in the universe will have a fatal impact on people. Let me ask you again, what determines the quality of your mental state? The answer is determined by the strength of your divine consciousness. So what determines consciousness? The answer is that it depends on how well trained your brain is, and how bounded and limited your brain is by desires, emotions, negative views, karma, and habits. A well-trained brain, in which divine consciousness and awareness takes the dominant position, will not produce any greed, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, doubt, joy, anger, worry, sorrow, or fear. Now you know that your life state depends on your physical state and mental state. Physical and mental states in turn depend on a variety of very specific factors. Then let's keep going backwards. First, in order to achieve the best life state, do you need to learn to understand, master, and store a complete, true, high-dimensional cognition and wisdom in your brain? Because only if your thoughts completely change first, will your behavior patterns change accordingly. The human body is like a computer. The software determines the function. The more powerful the software is, the more powerful your creations will be. It can be said unceremoniously that what you learn in school and in business training classes are all low-level wisdom and action-level skills, which will make your life full of loopholes and limitations. Conventional truth can only play a role under the support of ultimate truth. There are many people who work hard, but only consider performance and not karma. In the end, they all lose money, are in debt, and suffer from diseases. Because he cannot deeply understand what is the law of emptiness, the law of cause and effect, the law of unity of nature and man. All things form a single body, the balance of yin and yang, the generation inhibition in 5 elements, the inherent richness of each person, and everything is made from the mind. Second, in order to achieve the best life state and life model, do you still need to develop a strong awareness? Because your awareness is not present, your brain will control your body and continue to do things under the arrangement of karma. Many people are in poor condition and have physical and psychological problems, which are actually caused by lack of awareness and care. He had no idea anything was wrong, and he spent too little time focusing on his body and mind. How many sad people are diagnosed with cancer only when it is in the late stages? There are many poor people who only realize in their later years that if they had a broader perspective when they were young, things would not be so miserable. People who do not have a strong awareness usually get too involved in the drama in life, and end up being backlashed by the desires, emotions, karma, and habits of their human role. And once you regain your divine consciousness, from then on your awareness will be like your sentinel, like your patron saint, vigilantly observing all abnormal situations and always reminding you to stay on the right track of life. My friends, in the end, cultivation is all about awareness. Under the care of awareness, we can take all kinds of methods to make our lives better. Third, in order to achieve the best life state, do you have to become very cautious and be particularly good at observing the time and space environment you are in, the effects of celestial bodies, seasons, climate, environment, food, emotions, and bad habits on the body? Because you understand all things form a single body and the correspondence between nature and man, and you also understand the determining factors that cause physical problems. You will learn and master various methods, such as Tai Chi, yoga, and even square dancing, so that your body's energy and blood will not be disturbed and depleted, and will always be maintained in a stable, balanced and abundant state, with the whole person full of energy and majesty. Fourth, in order to achieve the best life state, do you have to become particularly good at observing, protecting, and training your heart? Don't be limited and bound by spiritual garbage like ego's desires, emotions, bad views, karma, habits. Because you understand the inherent richness of each person, and everything is made from the mind, and you also understand what are the decisive factors that lead to mental problems. You will learn to master various methods, such as meditating, counting breaths, chanting sutras, and decluttering, so that your mind will not have a single thought or stain in your idle time. During working hours, you should be fully focused, calm, no longer half-hearted. All your wishes will come true, as if there is help from the gods. Friends, let's go back to the last step. What is the optimal life state? I sum up with a paragraph, which is also the attitude and belief that I repeatedly remind myself to cultivate myself every day. That is to learn hard, master high-dimensional wisdom up to a certain level, and deeply understand the truth of the universe, the laws of nature, the truth of life, the mysteries of the body, and the methods to achieve things. You are no longer trapped in action-level skills and living ignorantly. You have recovered your divine consciousness and developed a strong awareness. Everything in the universe, your body, and your heart are all under the care of your consciousness. If they have any abnormal changes, you will be keenly aware of it and take action to keep your body and mind on a correct track. You have learned to surrender in awe, let your body follow the laws of nature, eat and rest at the same frequency, never let bad habits harm your body, let your energy and blood not be disturbed and wasted by external objects and delusions, and always be in a stable, balanced and abundant state. Moreover, you have also jumped out of the script of destiny and human roles, and clearly seen from the perspective of the audience the painful consequences and disasters caused by the combination of causes and conditions, such as desires, emotions, evil views, karma, and habits. You no longer agree with it. You no longer participate in the drama of the world, and no longer do unnecessary idling. Instead, focus on the present moment with a clean heart and unity of mind and heart, and do what you love and serve all sentient beings. You constantly polish and optimize your vision system, giving system and business system, creating a rich and abundant real world. When you reach your twilight years, you can say proudly and loudly that I have lived out my true life potential and miracles. This is the best life state. Friends, please answer me now. Do you think your current state is good? Can you deeply understand the significance and power of the best life state to your life? Have you carefully observed, treated, and adjusted your life state? Do you now know how to move your life up instead of down? Friends, start going all out now and be the chosen one who maintains the best life state. Go create a rich, prosperous, and fulfilling destiny. Make the world look at you with admiration. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you can like and subscribe so that more people in a state of ignorance can see the light and make our world a better place.